Well, for the first time this season, the Kansas City Chiefs offense held in check. The Steelers holding them to just 13 points and under 2 yards a carry in the run game, well off their season averages. But had Phillip Gaines picked off this pass or even knocked it down where it didn't turn into an Antonio Brown touchdown, things might have been a little bit different for the Chiefs, who now look to rebound from their first loss of the season by taking on a Raiders team, losers of 4 straight. Derek Carr's return to the lineup not exactly triumphant. 2 picks and a 67 passer rating and just 1-5 versus the Chiefs in his career. So for a closer look at this matchup, we go inside the TNF film room with Sean and Coach.
Welcome back to the film room. Coach, back in the saddle here. We've got a great matchup in the AFC West. Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Oakland Raiders. Both teams coming off a loss, but it's the Raiders who are really trying to get back in the win column. How do they do that against this Kansas City Chiefs defense?
Well, you know the old adage, you run at speed and away from strength. And this is an athletic, speedy defense that Kansas City has. So let's take a page out of what the Pittsburgh Steelers did. Classic Pittsburgh Steelers style. They're going to run at the speed. You got Dee Ford on the left side. He's going to come crashing down on that left side the way he likes to in pass rush. So if I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers, what I take this big offside guard. I'm going to pull him. I'm going to run the counter game. I'm going to go down, use the angles, kick out with the guard, follow up with the fullback, and let Le'Veon Bell, who's the most patient back in the National Football League. No team, no player is more patient, spends more time behind the line of scrimmage, setting up this great vision, this great play down the field. And you can do it out of 2 tight ends. It's the same way. We're going to go at Dee Ford, a great player, very athletic. A little more undersized. I'm going to go down. I'm going to kick out with the guard and the offside tight end and do the exact same thing. And again, watch the patience of Le'Veon Bell. This allows him to wait and see, is it inside, is it outside? I'm going to follow this tight end. Once I see that seam, and look how they overpower the smaller Kansas City defense. The bottom line is, whether you run the counter or anything else, it's the commitment to the running game. Pittsburgh got back to running the ball. They're never going to get away from it. I think Oakland can take a page out of that, even if they don't run the counter.
Yeah, they don't run the same scheme, that gap scheme, but they do run the zone. I think if you're the Raiders offensive line and I'm in that group, I'm saying, Coach, we just want to run the ball. We don't care what kind of run it is.
Linemen always want to run the ball.
Just let us do our thing. And especially when you've got a guy named Beast Mode, you got to feed him. Marshawn Lynch, they signed him this offseason, Coach, to do exactly that, to run the rock. Now, this group can do it. And I love the finishing blocks right here. Kalichi Osemele, Marshall Newhouse, the tight end. They're finishing guys. Marshawn's finishing runs. That's not a clock at the bottom of the screen. That's the distance that he's carrying defenders. This is one of the first plays of the game, Coach. And after contact, he carries the defenders 11 yards. So Marshawn, he's got the durability. He's got the strength. You just got to feed him. This is a zone concept run. It's different than what Coach just showed you from the Pittsburgh Steelers game. But they still pierce the defense right here. Right guard, left tackle, Donald Penn doing a great job getting Marshawn up to the safety. He normally makes that guy miss or runs over him. But this run game has not looked like the run game that we all thought they would be when they signed Beast Mode. Everybody said, oh, my gosh, you've got one of the best and most physical lines. I'm not seeing it. The last 4 weeks, Coach, they've been the worst rushing offense in the league. Marshawn only had 13 carries last week. He's only had 18 carries in week 1. He has yet to have 20 carries. To me, I don't understand why they're not running the ball, why they're not giving it to him. I think if they want to get a win at home in the Black Hole, they've got to pound the rock.
They've lost to Kansas City 5 straight times. They need to protect Derek Carr, like we saw at Tennessee, protect Marcus Mariota. Yeah. The best way to do it, just what you're saying, pound the rock.
Well, I know there's going to be a lot of eye patches out there. Coach is going to be wearing his later on.